Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I'm Will, and I've got my co-host over here, the Grease. And what have we done, Grease?
I don't know, but she's already complaining about her daggum cocktail I made her.
Well, let's set the stage for everyone. So, in typical Grease fashion, you were on an hour-long business call before this started, so you didn't get much set up. Then you realized that you two are having to share a pair of earbuds, and you clearly aren't the best bartender. So we're starting off with a little bit of angst on your end of the internet.
Well, so Owen, our buddy Owen, made this exact same cocktail the other day when us four went to his house for dinner, as he graciously opened his doors to, and the cocktail was apparently a lot better there, even though I did
No, let's
difference.
go out on a limb in that you can follow a recipe verbatim that Owen also does verbatim, and I'm guaranteeing that you do something slightly off compared to what Owen does.
It wasn't this orange. That's all.
Oh no.
Did you put a little bit too much Campari in there, Grease? What'd you do?
I don't know what I
That's Justin
did.
Pete's paper plane recipe, I believe.
Honestly, I can taste the bourbon in this, and I'm still drinking it. So that's huge.
All right, so we should introduce who is here with us. Grease, how about you first introduce the lovely lady sitting beside you?
Yeah, so this is my bride in crime. How many years?
12.
What? Was that?
My bride in crime?
Well,
How
I
long
mean,
have
dude,
you- first
she's
of
the
all,
one
do you
wearing
say-
a daggum Rolling Stones t-shirt, dude. She came here to party tonight.
Do you say bride in crime often, or is this
I've
a
never heard him say that before.
phrase
but
you
I
just
like it.
coined?
A lot of this is just off the cuff. I don't know if you realize this or not, Will, but I don't. Well, I workshop a couple of things.
No, you try to workshop everything.
I haven't done bride in crime yet, but she's my bride in crime. This is Lauren. She, we'll get into it, but she's newly receptive to this whiskey thing that we do.
Mm-hmm.
After 5 years.
Took a while.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. And then
Hey,
how
I'm not
about
that far behind you,
bride and
Lauren.
crime on your side of the equation there, buddy?
So this is Samantha, and she's got a neat pour going on right now. So I couldn't screw that one up. Unlike
Right. Yeah,
some people.
she's been how many years have you done whiskey neat or bourbon neat? You've done rye too.
I would actually say this is probably, it's only been a year. I wouldn't even say it's much longer than that. So, because I've been,
I thought that
having
Elijah
kiddos.
Craig 18 was like one of your first, and I think that was pre-pandemic for sure.
She tried it and liked it, but it wasn't like I'm always going to be
Right.
drinking whiskey neat.
You're okay. I got you.
yeah.
All right. Well, we got a lot to talk about because I got to ask questions too.
But first, we gotta talk about what we're doing tonight because they were so kind to join us after. I mean, we've been talking about this for years, trying to get them on, and not only did we convince them to come on the show. Normally, when we started pitching it to them, it was just going to be taped, like just the audio feed. But we've gotten them not only on the podcast, not only on video, but live on the internet. So.
Hey, Will, what is this?
That is our Special Forces Foundation single barrel pick of Eagle Rare that we did.
Right.
Grease is holding that up, and it's sitting next to a Podcask decanter.
Yeah.
So
We're giving away a decanter tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, just like last week, if you were on the YouTube feed, we gave away a decanter. Everyone that did at least for every $5 super chat or increment of $5, you get an entry into a drawing we'll do at the end for that custom decanter that Melissa from Melissa Makes will customize for you with the podcast logo and whatever name you want to put on it. And we're doing super chats today. And also that is a way you can ask questions of our better halves this evening. So that is one way you can get a question.
And can we just say, let's keep it like, I mean,
we can plead the fifth.
We just need to know your place.
Zach Jones
your
is,
place.
I'm really worried about Cody Breeding and Zach Jones. So we're going to go ahead and say that they have 2 strikes for all the moderators watching. But other than that, we'll give a little bit more leeway.
Oh my gosh. So first super chat of the night with an entry for the giveaway is just a simple hi. But do you want, I mean, we got an incredible message from these two, Will. Do you want to just say thank you publicly to them? Like,
yeah. So Leon and Trisha, they just joined the town hall level recently. It was like 2 days before our town hall. They joined, we gave them a hard time, and they, I believe, had a good time. They haven't like backed out of town hall level yet. So I think they're still in it, but they sent a really kind message. They went on a trip to Lexington to some distilleries, and they started listening from the beginning on that trip to a lot of the episodes. And just a very kind message saying basically that they appreciate the bourbon journey that we went on because they were listening to it, and that they're happy to be a part of the community. So we're happy to have them. And I think Grease said we're dadgum family or something like that. And I think Leon responded with we'd at least be cousins. So something to that effect.
Yeah. All right. We already got another one. Going in here. These very understanding women deserve a lot more than $5, but it's a start. Cheers. Brian, I concur. So do we want to, I think we just need to set up like where on the spectrum these ladies are as far as the whiskey journey is concerned. Like, Samantha, you drink whiskey now. I know you liked Elijah Craig 18 at the beginning. You liked Midwinter's, Knight's Dram. Are there any others specifically now that just, take the cake? Is that what I'm trying to say? Take the lead? I don't know.
Trying to think.
You like just standard Buffalo Trace?
I was about to say that. Yeah. That will be like a really easy, like we're just hanging out, watching a show, winding down from the day. That's like kind of one of my go-tos is just Buffalo Trace.
Nice. And Lauren, do you want to explain your whiskey journey? Here, this is the only way I know how to explain Lauren's whiskey journey. Lauren.
We're going to see Grease mansplaining a lot.
What
tonight.
is this?
It's going to be great.
A Glencairn.
A Glencairn. What is this?
Another Glencairn.
What is this? Yeah, but it's what? I mean, it's just
a shot.
It's just
glass?
a small one.
Oh,
right. What is that?
My least favorite.
Why is
so
it?
Dumb.
Why is it? Why is it? Now, it's bourbon night. You love Sarah. This is
Grease,
their
also for audio. Describe what people are looking at. So you're just setting things on the table. For
right. I said a standard Glen first, then I did a mini Glen, and then now I've got, what is this thing called with the hat topper that It's Bourbon Night has?
That's a Copita glass.
A Copita. So this is a Copita glass. But what did you called this something the other day? Like a Glencairn with a leg or something like that, or a stint? I don't know. And then you hate this hat.
Yeah, it's gonna get broken. So I'd just rather go ahead and throw it away, if I'm being honest.
Okay. But
how
but you love Sarah.
I love yes, I definitely do.
But you're not necessarily like, you're just saying cut that off.
Yeah.
Got it. Fair enough.
Like a mini wine glass.
Okay, Grease, we've got some great super chats coming in.
I know. I'm going through them real quick. Here we go. Whiskey Nose, which, by the way, Will, you were just on his show.
So everyone needs to go check that out at Whiskey Nose channel, KNOWS. It's a pun, like Podcask. Check that out. I was on his show last night, and I had fun until he allowed Grease to crash it. So I never get to have fun by myself. But thank you. He said, cheers, ladies. Give us the signal when you need to be rescued. So that's fair.
Hey, babe, what's going to be your signal?
You'll know.
Okay. Are you going to pull out that whistle?
Oh, my gosh.
Samantha, what's your signal?
I think it's going to just be like, can you just go make me a margarita or pour me a glass of wine or something?
Okay, so you're just saying that the spirit shift is...
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Will, what's our signal?
Let's do this.
Just like, all right, we're gonna shut it down. Love y'all. Bye.
Yeah.
Michael Cornett, he forgot to write something, but he does get 10 entries.
I think
for
he just
tonight's.
feels sorry for the
Yeah, I think he's just
lives.
like, these ladies need more than $5. Let's just do 10. All right, Lauren, do you think Grease cheated in round 1 of Matt? Oh, you don't want
You don't want to know my thoughts on round 1. I mean, you probably do.
Okay,
but-
so can
I
you
mean,
give
we're
us
here.
Yeah.
The man paid $10 for this.
Can you give us 5 words that described my performance in Matt Madness round 1?
Oh my gosh.
Like, do they have to be a sentence or can they
Yeah,
just be adjectives? Like a string of adjectives or profanities?
Oh God, it was so bad. It was so painful. I mean, it was literally just like, like secondhand embarrassment. Like, oh, that's honestly, I was just like, I thought he was going to get kicked out of like his own podcast or something.
I mean, it was probably close. It was like a 50-50 chance.
I was like, are you and Will okay? Like, is everything okay?
Will actually handled it better than I did, I think. I go into Will's office the next morning and he just kind of looks at me and like,
Friday night.
well, how'd you feel that went last night? And I was like, I think I need to reassess what it looks like to be a villain. It was struggle bus, but anyway, everybody, I kept my wife and my podcast, so I think that's a win. Like that's two big wins.
I love that you're setting the bar so low.
I'm just trying to keep
my wife
y'all.
and my podcast. Like, I mean, if you lost one of them, you're like, it's kind of a failure.
Right. No, I mean, but here's the deal. I'm not trying to improve those relationships at all. I'm just trying to maintain them so they don't go away.
Yeah.
You know what I
status
mean?
quo. I hear you.
You got to live on the edge.
Hey,
So.
I do have to jump in here real quick because Scott Tilton chimed in with a $10 super chat and he said, cheers all, classing up the joint I see. Scott, we need you to email info@thepodcast.com. info@thepodcast.com. That will get you in touch with Melissa because you won one of the decanters last week and you're a hard man to track down, my friend. So give her an email, say it's Scott, and you'll get that. But now you also have 2 entries tonight, so you may have more.
Scott, I'm pretty sure you don't social media just because I think I paged you in like multiple whiskey groups this week. But anyway, thank you so much for the generosity last week. But we really want to get you that decanter. So, and here we go. All right.
We're at Wayne
Gladden.
I'd say Gladden, but your Georgia phonetics are different than mine.
Ladies, say the phrase on the rocks if you need us to call for help.
Got it.
Thanks.
That's pretty solid. I like that. Will and Grease said they do all the laundry, dishes, cooking, and cleaning. I believe them. Can the ladies confirm? So that's a decent question.
Yeah, this is Zach Jones, who was actually a.
You guys said you do all the laundry.
Okay, Zach is an idiot. Zach is a terrible. I don't know if I don't know what team he's on.
He's just trying to cause trouble.
Yeah.
He's an instigator,
right? Yeah, like Anyway, I don't do all those things, but like I feel like I do good around the house.
He unloads the dishwasher more than I do because I hate it. The other night he thought I was mad at him, and so he went upstairs and finished all the laundry.
Well, that was nice, Grease.
I know, and I wasn't actually.
It was
mad at him,
I was gone for an hour and a half. Here's the deal. She wasn't too mad. I mean, she was definitely mad at me because you didn't ask where I was for like an hour and 15 minutes. Because you know what?
Finally.
Yeah. Because you didn't care to even look for me. You were just like, get out of my.
Yeah.
Get out
That's
of my
how
face.
you know she's mad. She doesn't care to find you.
Dude, yes, because I'll be honest with you. When I walk into the house, the shock collar comes on.
Oh.
And she's got that little remote. I mean, it hurts sometimes. I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, you haven't learned much yet. So clearly she needs to change her form of
We're
punishment.
still in training.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're still figuring
Grease
it out.
peed in the corner again.
Have we told that story yet? Like on the have we talked about my 10-year high school reunion?
Your 10-year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you just
Yeah.
You
celebrated
just
your
got
20th.
it. You're 20.
No, this
How do
was
you
the
have this
10-year.
money? First of all, I haven't been to any
Sorry.
reunions yet. So you are clearly a fan of the reunion.
Right.
Matt considers high school like his glory days.
Mm.
That
He loves to
Checks
relive
out.
them.
Matt, do you still like keep in touch with most of your classmates or friends?
I have a few text threads.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
That's
a few,
impressive.
There's a few threads. We keep up with a lot of people. I don't know. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually I had a good time. As Will likes to say, I high schooled hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but
I mean, I did
obviously
as
he
well. I did
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, but you did it. You apparently went too hard because
I
you're
walked off
embarrassed
the
to go
field.
back. Yeah, you
I'm
walked
not
off.
embarrassed. I just have nothing left to prove. I literally walked off the field. You like whiffed bottom of the ninth, I feel like. And so you're
Yeah.
still trying to just earn that home run.
Right. That's very true. All right. Let's see here. Let's get these going here so I can keep
Oh,
up
I'm
and
going to
not be-
share about Will.
Okay.
though. Yeah. So I'm right there with Lauren. I feel like Will he'll actually load and unload. He'll definitely help with laundry because I hate folding laundry. What was the other question about?
There's cooking and
Cooking. Oh.
cleaning involved in
Oh my
this.
goodness. So tonight he made dinner. So he's the cook in our house. You don't
Oh,
want
he
me.
sous vide's the crap out of it.
Yeah. He did a baked salmon with orange slices and lemon and made this like herb salad. It was delicious.
Aw.
I just order takeout.
Grease microwaves hot dogs real nice.
I mean, I cook the hell out of hot dogs. I do it.
I love a good hot dog.
Right. They're pretty good. I like chili on it. As you do. I will say this, the last 2 rounds of Matt Madness, when I scored the 2 highest, rounds that I've ever scored in my life. How many chili dogs did I have pre-gaming?
Samantha, Grease thinks that Matt Madness was like the actual World Series,
It was.
like a sanctioned event.
Oh.
It was. I had a ritual. I did the same things every time. And you know what? It worked. So thank you, Pit Bulls and Bourbon, for the super chat. Thank you, Scott Tilton. I don't know who AM65 is, but
It's Arthur Mathau, 65. He's a good dude.
I don't agree with what he's saying, is what I'm saying.
You don't disagree.
No, I don't agree.
Oh.
That's the question.
You don't. He just said Grease is a champ, but also she's right that the first round was cringy as hell. LOL. Cheers. Which part do you disagree with? That you're not the champ, or do you disagree with your wife when she said it was cringy as hell, or the cheers?
Well,
Could it be
And
the
the
cheers
general
you don't
public.
agree with?
When
we're in a situation where if there's a double negative,
Yeah,
it's a positive. So I do agree with that.
you are a child. You're playing opposite day.
Let's just move on.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you.
We
Lauren.
got a little Canadian IOU coming in right there with you, Lauren. I cringed a little bit. And dude, Andrew West is the nicest person. I mean, he's Canadian. You know what I mean?
But he embarrasses most Canadians with how nice he is. They're like, oh boy, don't you know, I'm not that nice.
For those
I
that
don't
are
even
just
know that Canadians still sound like that.
For those that are just joining us, this is part of the Stock the Bar. This is a customized with your name personalized there on a decanter. I'm not saying anything, but I'm just showing you this because this is pretty cool. And we've got so this is the 4. I didn't pregame again, but let's just pretend this is a 2 rack. This is a Glen rack with the podcast logo on there, and we've got some branded Glens. It's not because Lauren keeps looking at the camera. We don't have the chemistry down here. Like, no, it's fine.
You should have told me that before.
I know we didn't work on it. We should have practiced. But if we'd have practiced, then I would have said,
what do I do?
I was gonna need a headphone splitter. Yeah, we're gonna need that. All right, let's move on to some more super chats. Samantha, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks.
You need a margarita yet?
Not yet. Not
On the
yet.
rocks. On the rocks.
Yeah.
On the rock.
SOS.
All right, I was able to buy the last bottle of shark repellent off the shelf when visiting family this weekend. Finally living in New Jersey had a benefit. That bottle
Ray
is
Chappell is awesome. He was a good buddy that we got to hang out with at Whiskey Weekend, and he was our token New Jerseyan, as we seem to always have someone from New Jersey at Whiskey Weekend. So he filled that slot for us this year, and we hope that he fills that slot again in the future. We had a good time with you, Ray.
yeah.
That's cool that he was able to buy it off the shelf, though. That was
Right.
the pick we did. Yeah. Did you have to pay $1,000, or did they make you say "Mom agrees" at the cash register? That's the question I want to know.
I'm pretty sure that saying "Mom agrees" at the cash register is actually like a felony.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, no, I totally know what you mean.
She's definitely robbed Circle K's and come and goes.
There's a couple bench warrants in New Jersey for Mom agrees.
That's a legit gas station. Don't look at me like that. That's a legit gas station.
Yeah, it's in the Midwest.
It's in the Midwest.
Didn't know.
Yeah, Iowa, come and
Yeah,
go.
Midwest.
That is
They're
awful.
clever. It's not well.
Clever?
It's K. It's spelled with a K,
that's
but the rest of it's spelled like you would think.
Want it to not be spelled.
wow.
Right.
Let's move on.
We're
Thanks,
gonna,
Ray.
all right, here we go. Technically, this is Michael Cornett.
Yeah,
Suddenly,
So
this
he's
show
up
just
to,
got beautiful.
quite a few entries there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Michael, with a daggum cute puppy or whatever on his profile image, and then saying my wife's beautiful.
Oh.
And
Then he said
Samantha.
86 Team Grease for hashtag Team Lauren and Samantha.
Who said that?
That guy.
Michael Cornett did.
Reading.
It's literally right
Oh,
in front of you.
Oh,
dum-dum.
you're sorry. I thought you were reading. I saw you reading. I thought you were reading a text. You can't see that on the.
I have it on my phone.
Got
the,
it, got
the
it,
feed.
got it.
It's new technology. It's called YouTube
Yeah.
iPhones.
All right. So my small part in helping Lauren and Samantha pay for therapy for dealing with these two.
Can we bring like Natalie on as a third window and just do some group couples therapy
Yeah, I
right
feel
here,
like-
right now?
I feel like if she's down, like I feel like she does need to text me and I'll send her the link. I feel like we're headed that way. Would you get therapy from Nate?
Natalie?
Natalie?
I mean, that's a weird question. I don't know.
Or do you think she would like be Team Grease? I feel like she'd be Team Grease a little bit.
Oh.
No, she's
No,
Team
she
Lauren.
would be Team
Oh,
Lauren
I
and
see what you're
Samantha.
saying.
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, do you think she thinks
Sorry,
she
I
could
didn't understand what you were
passively
saying.
like, you know?
There is no way that she's not biased against you, Grease. She knows too much.
Okay, fair. Oh, Lord. Okay.
This is Shane.
This is Shane Long.
Uh-huh.
Love you too. Thanks for all your support. WWB4, let's go.
Storytime Distillery.
Will didn't tell people that the hour-long meeting before getting on live tonight was about Whiskey Weekend Batch 4, and yes, I'm very excited. Moving on.
We're almost caught up too. Grease, you're killing it.
I'm so stoked for you guys to get my whiskey blind samples. Maybe I could join y'all for some of the tastings. What does he mean by that?
Grease, Conrad's doing the whiskey blind, that giant whiskey blind.
Oh, I know, but he's saying, he's telling people, yep. I don't know.
What is hard about that?
I don't know. I didn't understand.
Yeah, it's actually one of the more straightforward sentences we've read tonight.
Well, no, I didn't know if he was like saying like join us on here, but then we don't have the same. Sorry,
He just means drink with us, Grease. He's a good guy. We love Conrad.
I know he's freaking great. Oh gosh, I'm not caught up.
No, I know. That's why I was being sarcastic.
Oh,
Melissa
my
also
gosh.
just called you a name.
All right, Big Vic. Cheers, guys and wifeys. Nice to meet you, ladies. Big Vic is coming to Whiskey Weekend Batch 4. He won our giveaway on Matt Madness's channel. I don't know if you ladies know this or not, but y'all might hate us for it, but we gave a ticket away and hotel for Whiskey Weekend Batch 4 for anyone that donated towards Matt's sister's husband or cousin.
Yeah.
That suddenly
Matt's
passed away. So
wife's
cousin.
He passed away and left a family that they were raising money for.
Yeah.
And so we donated a ticket, all expenses paid except for travel, to get there. Ticket to whiskey weekend for people to raffle off. So, and they were able to raise some good money for that family.
great.
So we were happy to be involved.
Yep. Mama Grease has text. She goes, "How do I comment on this? I'll do $10 for the girls."
Can you just Venmo me?
And I
You gotta
never
drop it.
robbed a convenience store.
I was wondering if she had been watching from the beginning.
There was nothing convenient about that store she robbed.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's not. I am. By the way, Melissa, if you can hear me, I see your text, and I'm going to be getting to that in just a second. All right, here we go. Will, can you read this one for me? And then
Linux Cat, yeah. So he says, the Linux Cat says, Grease, try to keep your shirt on tonight. Lauren, try not to kill Grease tonight. Will not get in trouble. Samantha, you seem to have it easier than Lauren does, but who knows? Love meeting the wives.
It's a fun post.
Yeah.
I mean, all of those are true. I don't know if you'll be able to keep your shirt on because 9 times out of 10 it comes off.
Does it really?
He takes his shirt off very often on the internet for money. Is that weird? I mean, super chats, you know.
I will say,
It all comes out, Lauren. I had no idea.
Hey,
Is that not prostitution to take your clothes off?
No, it's stripping.
You
Right.
are right about that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's not doing anything.
I'm clumping
Too
together
nefarious.
the sex industry. I should sex workers.
I feel like
There are lines here.
I
I'm
feel like
blurring the
I
lines
feel
of
like the
sex
amount
workers.
needs to be like really, like, how much money would we need to get on super chats tonight for you to let me finish out? Like, once we hit that number, finish out the broadcast shirtless. Me, not you.
And she's still like not saying like on the rocks or something. Like she's standing by you through it all.
Thank you for
Right.
noticing.
Like 70,000.
Dollars.
Coins. 70.
Oh, you're
You get
you're thinking-
70,000 subscribers. Do you have that many? yet?
No, we don't.
If you have
that
70, if you get 70,000
We're not the
subscribers tonight,
many. We're not at Suburban Nights. Sarah has that many.
By the way, we do have 137 watching currently. Go ahead and give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And if you're
Yeah,
not,
that's a free way to support us, and we appreciate
do that thumbs up. It really helps.
How much money do you think?
I'm going with subscribers because I think that's more money in the long run. I'm like using my business mind.
It's very smart, Lauren.
I don't know how to do that. So if we get how many subscribers?
70,000.
I think every Whiskey Tube channel would have to push us simultaneously to even remotely hit that in the next hour. And I don't. There's no way to even
That's
message
fair.
them on that.
Grease,
In
I
2020.
think you have someone with some inside information that just gave a super chat.
Sorry,
have
hang
to
on.
skip down.
I
but-
prefer to lie to on the interwebs. I'm that daggone important in my own head. Oh, I don't know what that means, but okay. I'm gonna come
Oh.
back.
Yeah,
Did-
so I'm guessing Scott Tilton's name is not Scott Tilton, but he sent the email.
Oh, okay.
Lauren, would you like to
Oh,
read this one?
gosh. Oh, Lord.
Here we go.
I'll read it.
Okay.
This is from
Oh,
Greg Kelly.
Okay. I'll
Hey,
read
Matt
it.
and Lauren.
Hi, Uncle Craig.
$100 super chat. Thank you, buddy. Please elaborate. 10-year class reunion. How did you cause a water spot on your mama's hardwood floor that night? We need to know. Great job, everyone.
Do
Hi,
I
Will
tell
and
the
Samantha.
story?
Hello.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
hold
I
on. First
feel
of all,
like
it's
there's-
not me.
There's some good
I have
detail
nothing
there.
to be ashamed of from his 10-year class reunion at all.
Grease, did you pee on your grandmother's hardwood floor?
Not my grandmother.
If only it were hardwood.
Was it carpet?
And it was Lauren's mama?
You think I'm gonna pee on my own grandmother's carpet?
Who was it?
It
Did you
was-
phantom pee?
In the, do I tell the
No.
story?
So
in the
Will
middle of the
actually
night-
Will actually knows this. Like Will
In the
thinks I
middle-
have a
in
like
the-
a condition.
Okay, we got home in the middle of the night. I get up to go pee, and Matt also wakes up, stands up like he's going to the bathroom, but hears me shut the toilet lid, and is like, "Oh, I guess I'm here," and proceeds to pee. in the middle of my childhood bedroom floor, and
Why do you have to say childhood?
and
Because it's not
I'm
her
like,
current bedroom floor,
like,
dumb
No,
dumb.
you're insinuating that I'm like that
We were
I'm
back in
urinating
the-
in the middle of a bedroom of a child.
It was
room.
hers as a child.
it
Yeah.
was my childhood
Everyone
bedroom.
understood
She had
that.
fond memories
So-
of that bedroom, and
Yes,
You are like
and
that.
so I'm like washing my hands, and I hear the unmistakable sound of pee hitting carpet. Like you can imagine
Oh.
it, even if you've never heard. Like,
Like an
you
outdoor
know
rug.
exactly what it sounds like.
Like
when
a
I say that.
monsoon outdoor rug.
And I literally just screamed, "Matt, what are you doing?" He was like, "Oh my gosh!"
And I
Oh
kind of
my
like
gosh.
woke up, like, oh
Yeah.
no.
He's like,
what did y'all
I was
do?
so mad. We threw towels down on it
Right. I finished peeing like in the
in
bathroom.
the bathroom.
Was it like a shag carpet? Like,
No,
because some
thank
carpet is
God.
like a lot harder to
Definitely,
clean up.
No.
from.
definitely wasn't a
Well, they'll
shag
probably
carpet after
change
Grease
that
peed on it.
sometime,
Know what I mean?
thank you.
Zing.
Yeah. Wait, I didn't hear that. Darn it.
We're gonna need to rewind that later. You're gonna need to hear Will because I
I
think
just
that
said it definitely wasn't a shag carpet after Grease peed on it.
yeah, but then
Zing.
it was such a well timed zing, like because nobody was paying attention to him. But yeah, no, I thought I was at the toilet. I peed all over the floor. The good thing was is how I mean,
So
Babe, we
we threw
were-
towels on it, went back to bed. We woke up the next morning. I mean, I was fuming mad. I was just like, I mean, how am I going to explain this? And we pick up the towels, and it is just like it never happened.
Oh wow.
So we think that he was so like well hydrated, I guess, or like had a lot of fluids that
There wasn't a lot of amino acids in there. is what
yeah,
you're
it was just
saying.
very
Yeah.
clear pee, and
Will does
he
that
literally
crap.
got. Do you remember he like got down on his hands and knees
What?
to
Did y'all
smell,
smell
to
it?
make sure that it didn't smell, and it smelled like nothing at all. So we were
Right.
like, okay, well,
Moving
I mean,
on. There was
even
no.
gotta
And we
get
came
your
back 4 months
schnoz in
later, and
there.
there's no stain.
yeah. I can show you right where it is, though.
Greg Kelly
Greg.
for the win tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg Kelly's. I think Andy Payne is
There's hope
saying
there
that this
too.
event
I
in
hope.
itself
I
has a lot of room for error.
So much
tonight.
room for error. I love it.
Yeah. Yep.
We do
Andy
too.
is a good dancer. I've seen footage of him. Brandon Rice. You know Brandon Rice. This is
Hey,
super
Brandon. Hi, Brandon.
cool to. This is super cool to have Lauren and Samantha on. The energy has definitely been grounded in the best way. I mean, I'm only 2 pours in, so I've got about 2 more pours, and then we're gonna be fine.
Both of their shot collars are like on their ankles, so like that's how we're keeping them in the line.
That's called a ankle bracelet.
Yeah.
Right. Lauren doesn't put it on my ankle. Hey, all right, moving on. You have
Where does she put it, Grease? Tell us. I don't get it. What's the joke?
Yeah.
Well,
There's something funny?
it's not set to shock. There's another setting on it. It's a little bit more.
Matt.
What?
Okay. See, if you have to, I tell you all the time, if you have to explain it, it's not funny.
Workshop that one a little bit longer. Also, take her advice more often.
Does Will feed you talking point? Did he feed you talking points tonight? I need you to be. I need.
No, we've
Lauren,
both
he's
been
like, I need
married
you to
to you
pinky
for a
promise
long
me right
time.
now.
Pinky
Did
promise.
you and Will?
Oh, I just showed my ugly scar. Can
Well,
you see
no,
that?
she just had surgery. They
I
know
just had
about it.
surgery, but I just realized it was just front and center.
Yeah, she's not playing Jesus in a passion play.
It's very progressive. Passion play.
Like what?
That got Grease. Got him.
Very
Whiskey
Lauren's
Nose
very
says, if
progressive.
you haven't had a hot dog until you've made them in an air fryer.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting.
Babe, I've wanted to get an air fryer. She just doesn't want another
I
like.
don't like clutter, and so I don't
I-
want another appliance.
That's how I
See,
feel.
I love a good gadget.
Right?
Love it.
Yeah, you're one or the other.
Yeah.
Can you imagine an air fried hot dog?
Yeah, I would like to go to someone's house and have it.
Right.
I just don't want to have to store another appliance.
Exactly.
All right, Marty, we're coming to North Carolina, buddy. Open the floodgates to your air fryer.
Guess we want to try it.
Yep. Jeff Frederick, happy Monday. All love you guys. Podcast champion Grease. Now, Jeff Frederick.
We can move on from that one pretty quickly.
I'm going to remember Jeff Frederick so I can make him a wrench. Thank you.
Jeff.
No, he's good. He's good where he is.
What positive changes? This is from Nat, PhD.
Yes.
What positive changes have you seen in Matt and Will over the past? Okay, this is a legit question.
Of course it is.
Yes,
She's playing the game
love-
properly, Natalie.
yes.
We appreciate it. Everyone be more like
She's
Natalie.
a professional.
What positive changes have you seen in Matt and Will over the past 5 years as a result of the podcast? What has it meant to you as well as a family? Samantha, you go first.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. I was like, really be like, oh man, I'm gonna have to think on this for a
Can't
second.
wait for
Well,
Lauren to
Lauren
go
squeezed my
No.
thigh real hard, so that either meant
That was the shot collar.
that
Right. Yep.
Well, oh yeah. Are you going, Lauren?
I can.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
have something real
Yeah.
quick. Sorry, I keep doing that. Between the two of you, I think it's been amazing that it's been 5 years and you guys haven't had a falling out. I know that sounds
Mhm.
so, but like that's a long time to be this close with someone. You also, I don't know if does everybody know that y'all work 9 to 5 together too?
Yeah, for the most
Okay.
part.
So yeah, I mean, that might sound trivial, but I don't know. I guess I know girls. I know that like,
Mhm.
yeah,
you know,
it's a little bit
in
more
five-
than a hobby.
yeah. And
And you're saying like mixing friendship and business can be tough sometimes.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. So I think that's really impressive. And yeah, I think that takes a lot of skill and thoughtfulness and intentionality. So it's been awesome to see.
Yeah. So I think, especially over the last 5 years, it started out and I'll be honest, and at first I would, probably have a little eye roll like, okay, they're going to record up in our bonus room. It's once a week. Here it is. Like, what is this really, do people listen to it? What are they, what's the end game on this? But especially in the last few years, I have been so impressed and just multiple times been brought to tears of the community that they have created. That many of you guys that are actually on the chat right now, you guys are a part of the community. And just, I feel like whenever it's more than whiskey and bourbon. And I've been really just shocked and impressed of how caring the community has been. And you guys will get together and go do whiskey weekends. But you also, like, if a loved one is sick or their child is sick or they lost a family member, like, you guys all, like, and women step up and just care for one another. And that's been just beautiful to see. I mean, I already know Matt and Will's heart, and I know how great of guys they are, but to see also the community that is just really good. And so I think that's been really impressive to me. So
I feel like we can wrap. Will,
Yeah, we're good.
You just good? I feel like that's a good.
It's all downhill from here.
I'm just kidding. And Lauren, you got.
and we love you, Natalie, so much.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we do too. Will and I do for sure. Well, I'm speaking for Will, but I know for a fact he does. And
He
Lauren got to
speaks
go
for me all the time.
Lauren got to go to Whiskey Weekend Batch 4 and kind of see, a little bit more on the. Yep, Batch 3. Batch 4 is next year. And I think there's a rumor that Samantha's coming next year.
I'm hoping to.
It's the
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah. I heard that there was a good spot at the hotel, so I'm always for a good spa and to drink some whiskey.
There's a good spy.
Spa.
Like, get to relax. Go
I
to the
I know
spa.
you don't know a lot about that, but it's where you go to get massage.
Get a facial.
Hey, Grease, you want to go to the spa
massage.
with me?
So
we film
everyone
it?
who's going to Whiskey
Yeah.
Weekend, invite your wives to come and they'll hang out with me and Lauren and everyone. It'll be a win-win. So
Yes.
Yep. And yep, I agree. And this year too, Lauren and Samantha, Natalie and Melissa and Nathan and Sarah from It's Bourbon Night are cultivating a Women of Whiskey brunch
Yeah, it's gonna be
Right.
amazing.
for is it Saturday or is it Friday morning, Will?
I think it is Saturday.
I think it's Saturday too. Or no. We decided for Friday so that the women could get together and get to know each other better for the
it's on Friday for sure.
It's on Friday for sure. Yeah, I remember doing that. So I'm excited about that, just getting all the ladies together because that's probably the most growth that we've seen over the past 2 years is
Were
just,
there like 4 your first year?
yeah, it
There's
was
it was
Yeah.
Mama
Small.
Marsha, Melissa, and
Michelle,
Natalie, and Melissa's
Melissa's mom.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Did you say Ashley?
She was not there first year. Oh, no, Ashley.
She was.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
Ashley, soon to be Williams.
You mean Jennings.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean William is
Yeah, so that's
his
5,
name on
so I think
Facebook.
5.
Ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
All right, Conrad
5.
Morgan, thank you so much again. He's packing samples tonight and watching y'all. Good way to pass the time. You're in the negative, buddy. Thank you so much for that super chat. Conrad really wants that Special Forces bottle.
Mm-hmm.
I
Nino.
thought you weren't giving that away.
I am.
Yeah, Will is. What were your honest first impressions when these guys told you they wanted to start a podcast about whiskey? That's a great question. Like at the very, very beginning, like obviously I think Samantha, you thought this was going to be short-lived. You thought this,
Yeah, but I can be negative Nancy over here. So, but I was wrong. So look at you guys. I'm glad I was wrong.
What was the first time that y'all kind of found out or knew or said to yourself, okay, this is sticking around for a while? Was there like a certain thing that happened?
I think maybe once you guys started doing like when y'all did a couple of the picks you guys did, and then it's probably like after the first or second whiskey weekend that I was like, oh, okay, well this is legit, and people, there's a whole community of bourbon loving people that enjoy it as much as the Grease and Will.
Some more.
Yeah.
Lauren, was there a are you
Let
side
you read
texting
this
me?
and ask me and
Yeah, do you
tell
want me to
me
read
if
it out
you
loud? I'm just
wanna
kidding.
tell that story.
Oh yeah, you can tell that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
It's
greasiest
a-
thing I could
Sure.
do.
It's a now funny story. Sorry. It's a now funny story. I was pregnant with our third child she just turned 2. So she was due August 10th on your birthday. And I'm a planner. We ended up inducing early, but I was like trying to schedule it around everything. Like our oldest starting kindergarten, our, like open houses, like it's the beginning of school. So it's just a crazy time anyway. And I wanted to like not be in the hospital for any of that. So anyway,
Southern Whiskey Society.
Southern Whiskey Society is August 1st.
August. It was
I think
was August 3rd then, right, Will?
Great. Even closer to my due date.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think it was.
And it was, oh yeah, Samantha's pregnant then too. Not
Mm-hmm.
quite due yet.
I think your
but
kids are 3 weeks apart,
yeah, August.
roughly.
Yeah. Because he's in August too, right?
Yeah, 28th.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Riley's the 6th. So anyway, Southern Whiskey Society was that weekend, and like I knew that was on the calendar. But then like it sort
Well, we had the after party. I was going to be out
Yes.
really late.
and then like, oh, they were going to play golf the day before, and then they were going to do a party the night before, and then an after party. And it was probably one of our biggest disagreements when it comes to this. Was just, it was our last weekend as a family of 4, and also before our oldest started kindergarten. It was just a very, for me, emotional time. And I just wanted, I think also any moms watching know, like, those last few weeks of pregnancy when you kind of just want to go in like hibernation mode and just like hunker down with your family. And that's always how I felt at the end, was like, okay, let's like soak up every minute before this changes so much again. And that is the first time that I feel like it got in the way, if you will, and that we truly disagreed on, and we might still disagree on how we should have spent that weekend, honestly. I mean, but that was the first time that I realized, yes, like this is something so important. And I want to choose my words carefully because I don't have any like resentment about this anymore. But we help me out. What am I trying to say?
I don't know. But I mean, that week, yeah, I mean, it was a hard decision because
but I realized it was here
Ian
to stay,
Campbell
I
was
guess.
in town from Canada. You know, I mean,
He
you
ended
got
up coming to church with us on Sunday,
which you loved.
which I loved.
You love Ian.
Yeah.
Right.
He actually, I always thought it was funny. I'd never met him. I didn't know who he was, but I was walking in 39 weeks pregnant with my 2 girls into church, and he spotted me and was like, "Hey, are you Lauren?" And I'm like, "Yes." Like, "Who are you?" So, but he was like, "This is obviously," I mean, like he knew that's probably her. She's very, very pregnant with 2 girls.
There's
it's hard to miss, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Pregnant woman with 2 girls going into the church being invited
giant
into.
pregnant woman. Yes.
Yeah. But that was good. All right. Oh, okay. We already got Greg Kelly. Not doing that again.
Tell us about how you peed on Mamaw's floor.
Let's just rewind.
Yeah, and if y'all missed that story, you should definitely rewind. That was great. For those of you that are just joining us, we're giving away the Stock Your Bar bundle tonight. It comes with a personalized decanter that Lauren can't not look at the camera. So that this could focus on it. But we're giving away that. We're giving away a 2-slot Glen rack. This one has 4, but just imagine it having 2 with 2 Podcask branded Glens. And I'm just going to show y'all that real quick, just to look at it, just to,
There's a 2 one.
Say that you did. Will, real quick, do you want to tell about this bottle specifically of what this is?
But you also need to scroll back up after Brian's comment, because there are a few that, because we spent some time on that, went away from your top. So it's right after.
Please, no shirtless grease.
No, way above that. So it's Dustin Peed is right after Greg Kelly. If you scroll back up in the feed, not up in the top, where they're on our end, where they're like little bubbles, you need to scroll up in the feed. Yep.
So wait. Oh, it's a regular message?
No, these are super chats, but because it was $5, it goes away quicker in our little bubbles at the top than we were, because we spent time.
What does it show up as? Oh my gosh.
You need to just scroll in the feed.
I am at Greg Kelly's question.
And it's a big red block, right?
Yes.
Then go down, you'll see Dustin Peed.
Dustin Peed. Oh, it's there. Sarah and I both watching tonight.
Put it up. Click it.
Oh, yep.
All right. So we are giving away Special Forces Eagle Rare pick. It's one we went up and did with a couple members of Army Special Forces and other friends as well, like Chase Steely, Bearded Dram, and our buddy Logan. We went up, had a really good time at Buffalo Trace, and picked this, and we used it to raise some money for the Special Forces Foundation, which is a really cool organization. It's volunteer run, and they do things for both members of Special Forces community and their families if they're killed in action. So they do things, they know intimately the needs of the community because they are active duty. And so whether it's a special vehicle to be able to drive with hand controls, or whether it's finishing a house project because they're not able to at that point, or if it's even just going and doing things for the family if they've lost a loved one that died fighting for our country. So really cool foundation, and one of the more unique, incredible Eagle Rare picks I've ever had. And we're going to give that away tonight, maybe. And by maybe, that's just.
Did you mention that Dixon Dedman was with us on this pick?
Dixon was on that pick as well.
Bearded
and it was
Dram.
a unanimous. We had 4 barrels, and we all were like, it's number 3. So
13 people, first round of elimination. We all picked that one unanimously.
Yep.
We've never seen that before.
So that'll be a long in a different shipment, but you'll get it after winning that decanter. Sorry, so let's go through some of these super chats real quick.
One more for the giveaway. Always sending love to 2 awesome guys and now 2 wonderful, very patient women. Jeff Frederick.
Thank you.
I don't disagree at all. What do you? She likes the cocktail.
It's watered down now.
Vic Green, entries only from super chats or so. Patrons get 1 entry like last week. Yes, Vic Green, you're correct. Melissa Shriver, who does our merch, which, by the way, if you've got a whiskey group or anything like that, or your own personal bar and you want personalized leather patch hats or any merchandise like that, Melissa does really great short run stuff. She's very, very reasonable. You can email info at thepodcask.com. That's her email with us. And we just want to help support a working mom from home. She's an entrepreneur, does a lot. It's called Melissa Makes. We want you guys to support her. But yes, she has the list, and we exported about 10 minutes before live. We exported the whole list of active patrons, and you guys are automatically submitted on that list. So anyway, that is that. That's a great question, Vic. Oh, Leon and Trisha are back. It was nice to meet the wives, and we hope to hear them again as well. Hang in there. Leon and Trisha were coming to the Nook birthday party, Will.
I know. I saw that. Excited about it.
They can't come anymore.
Oh,
I won't.
Not excited anymore.
I'm not going to tell the reasons why. But
you should spill all their family.
Yeah, I thought about it halfway through. I was like,
I
feel like I shouldn't do that. Moving on. Scott Tilton. No, my name is indeed Scott Tilton. I'm just too old or cranky for social media. Can barely type. Scott.
I thought he was like a spy or something.
I knew that wasn't the explanation to that last one. As soon as Will said that, I'm like, I don't think that was it.
Yeah.
At all.
What did he say?
Oh, right. Yeah. Yes. I feel like Scott Tilton's our people.
Yeah.
He's like, I hate social media. I can't top. That's like if I didn't have to promote something on social media, I feel like that's the greatest.
Here's the deal, though. He knows how to do super chats, and they are infinitely more complicated than social media.
I don't disagree with you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Samantha's been trying to super chat for a good 3 weeks.
Y'all, I have. I like
sending
money
me
on
like
it, so
a
don't do it.
verification code.
Yeah. I don't
Apparently
know
they
why.
lose money.
No, that's not a good sales pitch.
Wait,
What'd you say?
I couldn't hear you, Lauren.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it because that's the only way they get the giveaway tonight. Lauren goes, I'll tell you later. Just rewind it later. I don't know. So
okay.
You missed
Chuck
Andy
Hilger.
Payne. You missed Andy Payne.
No, I didn't. He said, I put it up. He's like, childhood, this shame.
Okay, continue then.
I want to party with Andy so bad. He's coming to a Whiskey Weekend Batch 4. Chuck Hilger. Here's to the ladies that help define us.
That's like a toast.
Yeah.
Is that
That's profound.
Yeah, you don't let Will toast.
What? I'm not at that point.
You only know one toast.
No, that's not true. There's a
that
certain
is true.
point. No, I know a lot of toast. There's a certain point where I only know one toast.
Okay,
We'll move on.
That's fair. Well, y'all will both probably see it. I don't know if
No,
Samantha's
been retired.
definitely not seen it. She would be real bummed. Moving on.
Hey,
Conrad,
Breeze, let's talk about round 1 of Matt Madness again real quick.
No, Conrad is literally, he is sampling all of his samples and just super chatting us. This is his 3rd super chat. He's like, have I super chatted yet? No, here's not. His next super chat is going to be 50.
Through? I don't know. I just keep doing it.
Right. Either that or I think he might have entered one too many zeros one time because he's done $5 every time. And then one time he did 50. So
yeah.
Oh.
He knows what he's doing. We're just making back our cost on that sample game.
Right. My earlier message meant when y'all taste your samples I'm sitting, perhaps I hop on and join the conversation.
I understood.
Yeah, no,
it was pretty
But
clear.
actually, could you clarify again, Conrad?
Big Vic is rolling the dice to win 2 drawings.
Yeah, Big Vic, I'm going to go out on a limb and say your luck, you won like a $1,200 package. I think you're...
Yeah. Big Vic's like,
it may not
it's
win
not
that
enough.
decanter.
I don't know.
I need
some
that
people are
decanter.
Really lucky with giveaways.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
one of
fair.
those.
So do you enter in all the giveaways?
Well, when I was a kid, like if there was a fair or like a church, carnival thing, I would write my name and like I would win something every single time. And if there's an Instagram giveaway, I've won massages and like gift
I
certificates.
never won anything on there.
Yeah.
It's a numbers game.
We always
really.
tag each other. Samantha and I.
Yes, I
tag
know.
each other
Thanks.
in those.
Thanks for being willing to be tagged.
Okay, are you ready for the greasiest like giveaway? Like Lauren does great at giveaways too. But do you want to hear how?
I just said I didn't. How?
No. You're going to agree with me immediately.
I mean, I tag the podcast all the time in a giveaway because I'm like,
Ooh.
okay.
Oh,
She
of
does.
course,
Like,
you
this
might
is
as
a
well.
gimme account. Yeah.
Right, yeah, totally. Like,
I don't have to like
this is
take
my-
any of
this is my husband's burner
using my
account.
friends.
This is my husband's spam account.
At the real grease.
No, so Lauren does really great at giveaways. What she does is she
Wait.
buys a product
Wait.
and then she somehow figures out how to get it for free later. We have
It's like
in the
It's
middle
a
of a
gift.
pandemic, in the middle of like a borderline, like refrigerators that are at an all-time high. Our current fridge that we have costs like $4,000.
right now.
We have
now.
how many of those fridges do we
Rich.
have?
How many?
We
We
fridges
have
do you
two of those. How much did we pay total for those two $4,000 refrigerators,
I think
Lauren?
about $1,600.
About $1,600.
What? How?
We're doing great over here.
Tell
Have
me
you ever?
like your secret.
Why are you not selling
I'm
one?
Yeah.
very persistent.
Okay.
No,
She says,
Oh,
if
God,
you
it's
want
such
the,
a long
I'm
story.
gonna let the real grease like blast y'all on the internet if y'all don't give this to me for
that's
free.
not what happened.
I'm just kidding.
No. I mean, so they just screwed up a lot in our order. Like they canceled one without us
Mm.
knowing, and we only found out the day before the delivery date. They brought us one that the motor was broken. Like it made this horrible, like sounded like an air compressor sound as soon as he plugged it in.
Oh gosh.
After that one, they had moved our fridge to the garage, our old one. Sorry, I guess that's important. We were having it replaced because
Don't
the
mention
ice
the
maker-
brand so they don't like.
Yeah, I don't
come
know
and get
because
it.
the ice maker was was broken.
Kenmore.
So they were replacing it in the first place, which was
Yeah.
great. But then it was just like one thing. I mean, literally probably 6 months of this. The last time that they came out with the fridge that was supposed to be my replacement, it had a dent in the door. And they were like, I'm sorry, we can't unload like this has a visible defect. We can't unload it. And I was like, no, don't take the fridge. Don't take I mean, we had been without a working fridge in our house
Oh my gosh.
for so long.
Well, the other
It was
one
in the
worked. It
garage.
was just in the garage.
Yeah. So, I mean, and it was the dead
But-
of winter. So anyway, it was just terrible. And I just kind of went up the chain and told them about my experience. And
And by the chain, she means like the
like, if you Google like the CEO of companies, you can get their emails.
right.
And I
Yeah.
learned that.
Or you
from
can at
a
least
friend.
figure the email out.
Yes. Like it's
Like,
so,
what kind of
I
like
just-
is it last name, first
yeah.
initial?
So I'll email like the president, the customer service vice president.
Yeah, you
the-
CC all the people that like
VP's
crap.
assistant,
My
the-
boss is CC'd on this email.
Yeah. And so I got it's a very big company. I got a response back really quickly. They called me the next day. They called me the next day and were like, how can we remedy this? Like, we're going to take money off. And
Well,
I mean,
like,
truly, he was
can we
like,
send
what's
you
your
an 800
suggestion? No,
oh,
what's your,
that's
and he was like, what would make this right? Like, what, do you have a number in your head? And I was like, I really don't.
I mean, but you were thinking like a couple $100.
I was literally thinking like maybe like $300 or $400. That sounds awesome. And he was like,
Uh-huh.
well, I'd like to offer you $800 off of the price.
Grease, this isn't a giveaway.
This isn't a giveaway.
Yeah.
You're right. That's fair.
This is called a refund.
Yeah, but no, but I mean, it's
But
kind
then,
of.
hold on. But then it just kept going. And then like we got money from the refrigerator
Yeah.
company and from the
Okay,
store
don't
that
tell
we bought it from.
I wouldn't tell them.
Okay.
We gotta keep things.
When did you file the fraudulent insurance claim? That's what I want to know.
And
Oh, I
also, too, we did not fill that out on the W-2 or whatever it is. as
Shoot, yeah.
assets.
Well, then why did you have me tell the story?
I don't know. I don't know why I got you to tell this story. All right, moving on. Joe Toro. Wait, hang on. Is it Joe? I don't even know. It says Jay, but it's just
Jay Toro.
Jay
We
Toro.
already read that.
Please
Well,
no.
I don't know if it's Joe. Of course you don't. It's an initial.
Oh my gosh. Brian Waller, happy early birthday, Grease. Thank
You
you so
already read
much.
that
It's
one an
already
hour
my
ago.
birthday in Australia. One of our Australian
I
listeners
saw
messaged.
that.
You saw it. Okay.
All right, keep going.
It was very nice.
It was nice. Hang on a second. Something skipped to the bottom. Dadgummit.
Zachary Jones.
Yeah, I got it. Happy birthday to Grease. What did everybody buy the SS for his?
Savant Slayer.
Okay, I thought about 30 other
Yep,
things.
yep. Just keep going.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
You're bad.
Thank
like that.
you so much, Zach. Kevin Hasselwander, Samantha, did you ask the spy to listen to the show and report back on Will's behavior? Love you all. This is a great question.
So Kevin Hasselwander is the podcast historian. Love Kevin. But we actually had dinner with the spy and her husband, who Grease knows from the Eagle Rare pick
Yeah.
on Saturday night. So that was fun.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah, and obviously Samantha doesn't want to talk about it because she's just like, yep.
No, she didn't ask her to.
I did not ask. No. She's just a supportive friend. Just, keeps her eyes always open.
Has she?
She knows good entertainment.
Has she given you intel before that's hurt us before? Like have you had to shut it down in any way?
She's not a snitch.
Yeah, no.
Samantha, do you watch everything they put out?
Oh, so I have on.
She's watched 2. The
I've
last
watched
2
2, but on Instagram.
We're on year 6.
Have you listened to all of the podcasts?
No, absolutely
Okay.
not.
I don't know
no.
that you've listened to any of the
No,
podcasts.
I've done a couple. Yeah. Well, I listen to them as you edit them, like when you used to do that. Yeah, but I will.
I used to do that in front of you.
Yes.
is what you
Yes.
meant.
And so I would
No,
hear
trust
it.
me, I
And a
still have to
couple of
edit them.
times he would be like, I would hear something. I go, "Are you leaving that in?"
Who said it? Who said the thing that you were asking about?
I don't know. Sometimes it was. I don't know. I mean, maybe Grease. Maybe it was.
Maybe Chris
Will.
Thomas.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is true. So when I'm at the
Maybe
office,
Joby.
if I'm at the office and Will's like, come here and listen to this, and he'll play like something stupid I said. How many times has he made you listen? Like, listen how stupid Grease is.
Oh, he doesn't really do that often. No,
But not that often, but like, how many times do you think?
I don't know.
Over the last 5 years, at least 50.
Samantha doesn't want to talk about
Like 10 times a year, right?
Well, I can't. I mean,
like,
She
it's-
can't ballpark it.
She's
Yeah,
lost count.
I mean, it's decently high. It's decently high. I
What
was
do you
going to
want?
be
Yeah, I
like,
was about to
this
say,
is
if it's
so
only like a
typical.
couple of
Two
times,
hands,
that's an
so like
easy
maybe
No,
somebody was
this is
like,
so typical of him.
no.
I feel like you want like an exact answer on stuff. Like what?
I
number
just
do you
needed to
want
know
from
if it was,
her?
are we double digits? For
Say
sure.
100. Say 100.
Yeah, probably like 125 times.
Okay. Well, you know what? We already did
That light behind me just died. I pulled a Grease.
David and
have enough
Amy,
power.
they're double dating right now. You know what? You know David and Amy?
Where is it?
Can you hear me, Will?
Yeah, what'd you say?
David and Amy are double dating right now. Not double date. They're just
What do you
dating.
mean by that?
They're watching us like it's date. It's like movie night or whatever. Like we're
They're
their
having
movie.
a date night?
I don't know. They just said we'll be watching it together. Amy
Yeah,
put up wallpaper the
because
other day.
they're
It looks
married
great.
and they
Yeah.
normally watch it together.
Well, Lauren never.
You know what
watches
double
it.
dating is? Have you ever been on a double date?
Well, I mean,
What's the
we're on
definition
one
of
right
a
now.
Double date.
We're on one right now.
You're kind of not wrong.
Right.
Hey, Lauren, this is so off the subject. I know y'all are trying to do stuff, but yeah, I'm just going to talk to my friend right now. So I'm trying to think of a drink that you may like. Do you like peaches?
I do.
Okay, so we'll have to send you a recipe. You know, the peach truck, they make a jam,
Okay.
and there's a drink that has the peach truck jam in it.
And was it thyme or rosemary?
Yeah, it was. I don't know what
think
it
it was
was, but it
thyme.
was
And it's a bourbon
delicious.
drink.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bourbon. Nice.
But and the reason, but it was very peach forward. So I think
No,
that
I
you would
love
like it.
peach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
love
if
it.
we were to do something like this again, then maybe
So,
Grease wouldn't
Look,
mess
she's
that
been pounding these
cocktail
cocktails
on.
ever since she said they weren't
It's
great.
very
no,
watered
I'll
down.
say this.
And
I said to Grease, I said, hey, we should should we
this
do
is
like a
my
little
second one.
blind or something, like have some content planned out? He's like, nah, we'll just freewheel it. And I was just like, man, I just don't think you know what the best thing for our wives would be on this.
Yeah, I
And
think
maybe
he
we should
said,
have some structure. I
our
said we
pro-
have different philosophies about producing content.
Yeah, that's what he said. Grease, I'm pretty sure we have different philosophies on how to produce content. I'm like, he's not wrong. Oh, dadgummit, I was gonna say, Samantha, I love it when you say peach forward.
Peach forward.
Right. Like, I mean, if I was gonna super chat tonight, I would be like, Samantha, I just want you to say it's very peach forward. Because I'm from Georgia. We love,
Yeah.
is there another
we
fruit?
would never say peach forward though.
No. But would we
Like, it's got
say,
a lot of peaches
I would
in
say
it.
outside of grapes, because I think, grapey, like grapes are a grapefruit.
Uh-huh.
Okay, maybe strawberries. Outside of strawberries and grapes,
Okay.
peaches are our favorite fruit.
Uh-huh.
Oh
You're listing peaches as number 3?
Shoot, never.
Watermelon.
Yeah, watermelon is
You love
amazing.
watermelon only because you're iron deficient.
That's not true.
That
has
is
nothing-
That's a
true.
HIPAA
those are not
violation.
related. And that
Yeah, but you always eat like you
That's
eat.
good. That has nothing to do with watermelon. Just
But
watermelon
there's,
is my favorite
I'm
fruit.
sure we could find a bourbon watermelon, like a
Oh,
slush.
this is-
Oh, I've made a good
This is hold on.
burp,
This is
you know.
I don't like watermelon drinks. Sorry.
Ah,
I only
yeah.
like real I don't like the watermelon flavor. I just like
No,
watermelon.
not flavor. Like we've
I
made a
still don't know
couple
that I'd
drinks
like it.
with tequila where you
Yeah.
crunch up the watermelon. It's just like
I could try. I would try that for
macerated
sure.
watermelon.
Yeah, I would try that for
It's
sure.
such a light sweet. I don't think it would be good in a drink for you.
sorry, I didn't mean to.
Like
No.
while like
Derail us.
pineapple and oranges is very concentrated flavor. You know what I mean? Like
I
it's.
agree. That might be.
But like
That makes sense.
anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, Grease, you got a few to catch up
Kind
on
of like
here.
cucumber. Like I don't like cucumber
Robin.
drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Rob
I love cucumbers,
Matthews
though.
says twice
Yeah.
the fun. I actually don't know if it's Matthews. Paul Weck. I have to admit, Matt Madness round 1 was my favorite round. I have been Team Grease from the beginning. Cheers to all. Okay, Paul Weck. Can you put that name down too? He gets a wrench. So Paul Weck, 100% honest and very appropriate. Here's the deal. If you are
We don't have to dwell on it. We can keep going.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if
We've talked about it.
I think everybody on the outside of like WWE watchers, they see that and they're like, yeah, he's a heel, like whatever. And they went on and like, yeah, he's,
Like, it was
he's disruptive.
painful to watch. Let's move on.
Only because you knew the character, like my true, like
I really don't
heart
talk
No,
about
character. I think you were like,
know what?
that's
I
a
think
little-
I think she questioned your character after that night, and I think she wants you to move on.
Yep.
Yep.
Laura Angelina. You've met Laura. She's
yeah.
literally partied right here.
Hey, Laura. She sure has. She made bourbon like sugar scrubs.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
What is that?
She
Oh,
makes some really
shower
good
stuff.
treats.
Yeah. It was
do,
awesome.
wait, do you have those?
Not anymore. It's a long time ago.
Grease, people eat like treats.
Wait, is that?
Oh, this is shower stuff.
No, it's just
sorry, like bath, like
Oh no, she also makes like bourbon balls. and
oh,
stuff
I
like
got the
that, too.
bath stuff. Oh, okay.
Wait, is that
Honestly,
3
I'm
months
much
where I
more-
got really into that ear nibbling thing? It's because you smelled like bourbon.
Good lord.
I'm being dead. I'm being dead serious.
He kept it very PG.
Right.
Grease.
Dude,
Sorry,
I'm
I
not
didn't
trying
know
to
if
be
I could say that.
disrespectful right now. I'm just saying there was a 3 to 4 month period where I was like, why am I super into nibbling your ear?
I wish you wouldn't say nibble.
Just
What else is it?
I don't know.
Sucking
Chomp-
your ears?
chomping.
That
Say
sounds
I don't like
chomping.
I just don't like
chomping
when
an
you say
ear. No,
nibble.
that's a way aggressive. Nibbles like I'm
I've seen you, Grease. You're an
I'm-
aggressive man.
I don't want you. Yeah.
She wants you to move on.
okay.
The
so
best
you want
thing
me to
about
be
Grease
more
is
aggressive
he
with your
cannot
ear?
take context clues at all.
No. Hang on.
That
That's an
was what was
honest
so
question.
painful.
You want me to
Will,
be more aggressive with your ear?
round one, that's what was so painful, is because I was also watching Will, and I was like, is Matt not like,
No,
they
he
know
can't
each
take a
other
hint.
well
He can't
enough.
take a hint.
I was like, they know each other well enough that Matt has got to be picking up on like,
Lauren made me
hey,
call Matt Porter the next day and apologize.
I'll be in the room
I
with
was-
him and I'll be kicking him. Doesn't know why. He has no clue.
Dude,
He's
she's
like,
grabbed my
like,
thigh
bro.
like 4 times, like I think to tell me to shut up. But I'm like,
you're like, we're about to go watch Sports Center or something.
right, dadgummit.
All right.
Here we go.
Brian
Bryant
Bales.
Bales, great stream. What whiskeys are you drinking? I missed it. I am drinking Old Grandad 114 out of the decanter we are giving away tonight. That won't
Not that
have
one
Old Grandad 114 in it, but it might have something else coming later, along with a double Glencairn rack with 2 Glens with the podcast on there. This is also personalized with your name. Anyway, every $5 super chat denomination gets you an entry. Love you, mean it. Go ahead.
And
Will.
we over here are drinking Hancock's President's Reserve.
Oh,
You know, well,
that's a flex.
is it 88.9?
what am I drinking?
I mean, that is
What did you put in mine?
that's a very allocated Buffalo Trace, buddy.
I know, but it's good. Samantha likes it. It's actually the first besides Midwinters, but I started pouring this for her and she was like, I really like that. So it's like one of her first.
Yeah, he
Bourbon
just
she
told me
loves.
that. I think it was the other night, maybe last night. I was like, you remembered my first whiskey pour? It was like a sweet little
Sweet.
sentimental memory.
He
That's
also
what you
asked
get.
you to marry him in a bookstore.
He
Okay.
did.
He's very
Yes.
on brand. He literally has books and whiskey behind him.
I
I'm gonna
know.
be right back because I have a tickle in my throat. So
Yep.
What's happening?
She's gonna be right back.
I'll be right back.
Oh, she's getting some water.
Yep.
All right.
I'm still here though.
Oh wait, hang on a second. Let's get
let's
that
go
bottle
through it.
and can't wait to meet y'all in person. Okay, so he's
He's all in.
Big
Hey,
Vic is
Nick Lovin
rolling the dice.
without a super chat though says the 2 ladies are smoke shows. How did you 2 moes convince them to settle for y'all?
We ask. I mean, I think it's a daily thing, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's twice
People-
a day. I
people
don't know.
question it.
What do they call that convenience store twice daily that my mom's robbed?
You you're like all about the convenience stores tonight.
Oh, dude, there's not a convenience store that you can keep me out of. I check for 2 things: what's your beef jerky stock, and do you sell the lottery?
have
those are
you
the-
no? Have you heard? There's a commercial on the radio. It's on Sirius. That there, it's this online cigar company. Like you buy them, they ship them to you,
Yeah.
and they go, "Do you buy your cigars at the gas station?" Well, there's only 3 things you buy at a gas station: gas, beef jerky, and lottery tickets. I'm like that. If Grease heard
Yeah.
this ad, he'd be like, "I'm all in for this company." This
Oh yeah,
is,
no.
this is 100% my people.
That's awesome.
I don't think I would. I don't even think I would pay attention to it. I think I would literally just like keep going with my life and be like, well, hell yeah, of course. Like,
Yeah,
why
they
are
know
they?
what they're talking about?
I would be like, I thought this was a Captain Obvious commercial.
All right, get to Patrick Clausen's super chat.
Cheers, y'all. Ashley and I watching here. Lauren, how many times a day do you threaten Grease? Also, Grease, I wouldn't recommend peeing on anyone's carpet with a shock collar below the waist. They've been listening the whole time. There's some throwbacks there. How often do you get on to me? We've been pretty good recently.
I feel like there's at least 3 mats a day.
I would say that's very accurate.
Well, typically it's when our kids do something that you know is a character trait of mine.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Natalie, you taking notes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, dadgummit, she's so your kid. And then when she looks cute, like, oh gosh, she's got my eyes. Samantha, how many times do you get on to Will?
Most of the time when I wouldn't necessarily call it getting onto him, but it's when I have been like trying to like he has no idea because he's been gone all day, but like something that involves the kids, like, oh, Adeline's not allowed to fill in the blank, and then he comes home and is like, okay, let's go.
You want to watch Peppa Pig?
And I'm like, no, we're not doing any more like shows today or something. So
I wasn't playing it for her all day.
yeah, I know. Yeah. That's
Mm.
you gotta just kind of pick your battles. So I get to let her have her screen time with me, I guess.
Do it. Yep. Trenton Morris, happy birthday, Grease, Savant Slayer. You ladies are angels for dealing with their shenanigans and whiskey addictions. Number one, Trenton Morris, for the Savant Slayer hashtag, you get a wrench.
Good Lord. Grease doesn't
would you-
understand, like, he's giving away, like,
ultimate power.
right, like moderator rights on our channel. And just if they say something nice about him, his narcissism kicks in. He's like, man, I'm going to give you some power.
Is that Wait, hang on. Distribution of power is a narcissistic character trait?
It's like a Pavlovian issue when someone says something nice about you, you're like, you get something. Yeah.
I mean, I just like encouraging positivity, Will. I think there's a difference here.
How come when people say something nice about Will, you're not like, you know what, you're getting a wrench too, bud?
Yeah, because everybody says something nice about you, Will.
I haven't seen that
It's
in a
just
while.
odd when
Slayer.
people do it to me.
Yeah.
All right, John Barbray.
I think that's
Barber?
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
All right.
Food, Wine, and Whiskey. We were just on I was just on their podcast.
No, we were on their podcast.
We were on their pod.
Sweet
oh yeah,
Baby Grease last Monday.
Well, it doesn't have the
from the Nook.
Okay.
Do you have any snacks down here?
Wait, I don't have any snacks.
He
Lauren's
barely has glassware down there. So.
Well, that's funny because it feels like he has a lot of glassware down here.
Yeah, it's a lot. Matt C, stop watching the pod. Started watching the podcast in March from the beginning. I'm around mid 2019 now. Can't wait to get caught up. Good job, guys, and good to meet your better halves. Cheers, Matt C. It's always interesting. I feel like we have quite a few people that will message us and will say, just started watching you guys from the beginning. A lot, like way more often than you would think.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious. And
by watching, you mean listening, but yes.
Right. And then they'll chime back in, when they're 3 years deep and be like, guys, I'm to like the third B-Tech barn night. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. I'm trying to catch up. Like, thank you so and it's just so interesting. I don't know if I would have. I think there's a couple of different kinds of people in this world. I would listen probably to the first episode to get the premise, and then I would probably just skip to the latest one.
I don't know, but probably something you guys did hooked them in. So they then just felt like they had to go in order.
Or they listened to the first and last and were like, how did they get here?
I started listening to them over this week. And I listened to episode 1 and 2. And I listened to episode 2 on our way home. And I'm always, when I listen to way back in the beginning, even though we didn't know what we were talking about, I'm like, I think Grease needs to listen to this. This rapport we had going, this thing. It was captivating. People loved it. And so we'll see. Maybe you'll. Now, I've asked you to listen to several things, and you're like, no, not going to do it. Like, man, I'd really appreciate you listening. It's fair.
I need you to listen. All right. Hot buttery rolls.
No, just kidding.
Hot buttery rolls. I really want to be on your show. Just saying. My peach forward is iron deficient. Zing. How do you know about your iron deficiency? I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
That's a great one. Thank you, by the way. John. This is what he meant to post. And I will stick with my answer and say yes. Thank you so much.
I'm down to $1,595.
Yeah, well, yeah. So now we're at $1,590. That is
Fine.
funny. Great stream. Glad I could finally cash you live. Tormentor 3080.
Cash me live. How about that?
Is that a thing, or did they
No.
or
Grease.
did they verbal?
They did a you. Grease is the worst texter in all of humanity. He only voice texts and then doesn't read or check it. He hit send, then will
he does not
re-say
voice
it.
text at home. So he's just that bad both
But
ways.
then he'll get
In the
pissed
car.
at himself because he'll be like,
I know. It's
I'll just
so
laugh- I'll laugh
frustrating.
dang
to
it. And then he'll
myself.
text dang it. It's stream of
I
consciousness
know.
texting. And it's really
I
upsetting.
know.
I'm like,
And
just
it's
read
2
it
a.m.
more.
It's 2 a.m. in the morning.
I'll
As
literally
opposed to
just
2
read
a.m.
it
at
out
night.
loud to him, and he's like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "Exactly. It doesn't like proofread. Good grief! Like he'll send it to a whole group. That's the thing. It's not just to like me or you. It's like he'll send it to a whole group of people
Yeah, it's
without
aggressive.
proofreading.
Sometimes it's real bad because his phone auto corrects to things that my phone will not. Just go there.
Tammy Brenecke, glad the ladies were willing to join us tonight. Hope they might again sometime. Look forward to maybe seeing them WWB4. Tammy, if you're not at WWB4, I will literally cry into a
I think she
pillow.
just said she was going.
I'm actually doing an episode this week. I'm recording it this week, Tammy, and
We'll see.
you're front and center on the topic of that episode. So
There's a
stay tuned.
90%
The
chance
end of the podcast.
it doesn't happen.
Whatever.
Tonight might be the last show.
We need to cut this off at some point because we promised our wives an hour.
Oh, that's
and
right. Okay.
It's an hour 22.
I
and so
actually
they've
didn't. This has actually been super fun for me. I did not know it was this late. Leon and Trisha, thank you again.
It's
Please
the
don't
most
give
great
us
thing ever. That is on brand. I've been having a great time. They are like struggling. Oh,
I mean, okay, Leon and Trisha, please don't give us a wrench. We'd throw it back. LOL, too lazy. Okay, fair enough. ADHD Whiskey, Matt Porter, the man himself. I would never let Grease win Matt Madness if I knew he married prime Eliza Dushka. What is that?
I'm not gonna Google.
Are you gonna Google
I
her?
mean, I know her
Don't
name.
go. Be
he
careful.
said
what
he
you-
already
That's
won
very
it
sweet.
live.
Thank you.
He dang already won at life. Blessed poor gal. Okay, well that is a very nice comment from Matt Porter.
It is.
Can
I'm
you stay away
truly-
from him at WWB4?
She's pretty much a supermodel, Lauren.
She was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and its spinoff
Oh,
Angel.
Okay.
Lord.
And
Thank
Bring
you
It On.
very
Oh,
much.
I know her from Bring It On.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you
yes, you're
do.
so right.
Yeah,
And
you
she
do.
was in The New Guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
the new
do.
guy. Great film.
Oh, I
Great
saw that.
film.
Yeah.
This is a great super chat.
Oh.
I never win these things, so I'm entering under Samantha's name. Happy birthday, Savant Slayer. Nashville whiskey tubers are the best. John White, thank you so much. And
I love
so,
it, John.
Melissa, if Samantha wins,
Yeah,
it's
put it
John
down.
White.
Yeah,
Okay.
put it down as Samantha in the list.
Yes.
John, I'm rooting for you.
Tim Evans, great format tonight. The wives won. Were we competing?
We'll find out if they won later.
I will say this. On Lauren's shirt, all it is an open mouth with a tongue. I've been,
Here we go. You're
I-
about to lose, Grease.
I'm just saying, we got to hurry up with these super chats, Will. Listening from the beginning and wondering when Lauren allowed bourbon purchases again. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
It was a
actually
grounded episode.
Its episode is called Grounded.
So there was a time where you caught me bringing in like 3 bottles at a time. And then you prompted, and then you looked up how much I had spent at the liquor store. And you
And
were
that's
just
about the time she decided, Life 360 is a good thing for this family.
right. So
You make me
then
sound like a psychopath.
No. Well, here's the deal. You and I had not at that time. We hadn't had a discussion about a bourbon budget, and it actually led to future.
Whoa! Pump the brakes. We don't need to be saying words like that around here. That's a discussion y'all had. Okay. All right.
Well, now,
moving
we got a
along.
Patreon now that buys us a drink,
Yeah. Right.
so
Drink.
we're now in the clear. But it was before that, and so then
Can I read the description of this episode called Grounded?
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
There is trouble in paradise. As the Grease reveals, he has been grounded from purchasing bourbon for a few weeks. Will, on the other hand, has a problem with someone stealing his bourbon.
Who stole it?
I don't know. I have
Oh, it
no
had to have
clue
been-
what that second
It
line
had to have
is.
been a family member.
Because I don't think I
No,
was
that
drinking.
typically
I'm not
very
going to say
happens.
on what side.
That typically happens.
Honestly, one of the most shocking things about tonight is how loud you are, even though you have a microphone on. Like, you don't have to talk that loud.
Babe,
know
I
that?
don't know if you know this or not.
Can we hire Lauren?
No, babe.
He's just so
When have you
loud.
ever?
I'm
But
aware.
you
He's
have
so
a microphone, you
loud.
don't have to scream.
I understand that because I'm in your ear and you can't avoid me. But I am this volume all day.
That's a clip. That's a. I'm just in your ear and you can't avoid me.
That's a pretty good clip, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is a good clip. That's funny.
It really is just shocking.
Vic Green, congratulations, Melissa. A night like this has to keep you working as hard as a one-leg. I don't think I should finish that.
No, I mean, I don't think it. Grease, he's not saying three-legged man. That's what you were thinking.
Oh. Guys, Melissa and I are in contact, and I've got a decanter coming. Please exclude me from the giveaway. Someone else deserves one. Scott. Well,
You're making
that
it
your
harder
real
for
name?
Melissa by doing
I
another
would
super
not
chat.
give it away too early, Scott. All right, moving on. I think that's it. That's the last super chat.
It is.
Let's cut it off.
Yep.
Let's cut it off.
No
You guys-
more of your charity will be accepted.
You
tonight.
guys have been incredible. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Do we need to cut them loose because they've been great?
Yes. That way you
Do
and
they
I
have
can
anything-
debrief.
We
Will.
can debrief. Let them. You have any parting words?
Yeah,
this
yeah.
evening?
Final words from the ladies tonight.
Thanks for having us on, and best of luck to everyone.
Can y'all
May the
come on
odds be ever in your favor.
Can y'all come on again? Just in general.
Yeah, this was not painful.
Yeah, this wasn't bad. Yeah,
It wasn't painful.
No.
Okay.
no,
I think we should do something next time, as I suggested, that has like structure. Like hey, here's what we're getting into tonight. Let's go to the 15. Like a show.
I like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, why can't we do this? Is a show.
No, I know, but you don't realize that when I was like, we should have something so that we take a little bit of the pressure off them to just be witty with the super chats.
Here.
Like, oh, here's a drink we want you to try. That was what I was going for. I was trying to help them out. And you're like, no,
Oh,
let's just wing it. They're professionals.
They're not. No, they're not. But it's fine. We're gonna have. I mean, we're you and I are gonna debrief later, but we're gonna talk about the positives and negatives from tonight.
I don't want to hear any negatives.
Grease, can you take the shirt off, please?
I don't think we hit it,
Okay, that's fair.
so it's fine. I don't even
I'm
know what we
giving
were
you
gonna
till
hit.
the end of the year to get 75. Is that what we said? 77,000 followers.
I thought
It was just
Subscribers.
70 subscribers.
On
She
YouTube,
can make it whatever
1,000.
number she wants.
70,000.
70,000
Or what?
subscribers.
Or what? Like what? Like what do I have to do?
You can do a whole show without your shirt on.
It's funny because he's already done it.
Is there something? Hey, babe, if we get that, could
You can
I
sh-
spend 24 hours in a Waffle House and the only thing I like?
What if you shaved your chest or something?
You know what's so funny is
No,
that
it
the
can't be
whole spending
beneficial to
24
you.
hours in a Waffle House is typically like, here's the punishment for losing your fantasy football league. Grease is like, can this be a reward for me?
Oh yeah, no, no. Seriously, put me in the middle of a Waffle House. Let me.
I
go
mean,
ahead
I'll
and tell you
join
what's
you.
not. There will not. Yeah, we'll pack the Waffle House for 24 hours. We need to go to a small
We'll
town.
do that for 70,000 subscribers. Sure.
Well, sure.
Sounds
What?
fun.
What are we sure in?
Just have a party at Waffle House.
For 24 hours? Could we get
How
the
about
kids?
overnight? Just
No.
6
It need-
p.m. to 6 a.m.
Okay,
Yes.
that's actually pretty good.
I'm gonna have a utility belt with flasks on it.
That's a clip.
Mhm.
Melissa, can we get a merch item
That's just
that's
a flask utility belt.
that holds
Never
Not
even
with flasks.
thought of
our
that.
like the podcast, like 3 or 4 podcast flasks on it? Is that not the greatest merch item?
Yeah, that's how I survive the Waffle House overnight.
Dude,
Because I was all on board when it was just you and me. The introvert in me was like, yes, just you and me, just quiet.
But
in a
now you're just
Waffle
like
House,
open-ended,
just
like
drinking
whiskey,
coffee and a lot of
if they
hash
can make it here,
browns.
they just
You're
come
gonna
to the
bring a
Waffle
book.
House.
Of course I'll bring a
Yeah,
book.
you'll bring a
Probably
book.
one on
spent some
96.
time by myself in a Waffle House with a book.
Or the Cool Springs.
and everybody that
Yeah,
comes
the Cool
gets
Springs
like a
one is very clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like they're busy. Like I would love to like bless a Waffle House that's not busy in like a country town. That's a great idea.
Let's go to Dahlonega.
I don't
and just
think Waffle
hit up
Houses
that
are
Waffle
like
House.
hurting.
I don't know how we get 70,000
I mean, have you ever?
subscribers.
When was the last time a Waffle House closed? Like
I don't know.
shut down for
Overnight?
business?
Probably
Shut down for
during the
business.
pandemic, there was a few, basically due
I
to
would-
states. But I mean,
No, she doesn't mean like that.
People
No,
went in.
I mean like shut down
Oh,
for business.
well, we have to
like
get
you
the
see,
spreadsheet.
Okay.
Like
Crystal shuts down stores because they're not doing enough business. Has a Waffle House ever done that?
Well, I've seen them move
No.
locations before.
Let's just
The one-
watch them discuss this
I know,
at
I
length.
love it.
It's great.
Babe, yes, they moved from it became Huddle House in Clarksville.
Whoa,
'Cause they
whoa,
moved to
whoa.
Cornelia.
Time out.
Next to
Your
Zaxby's.
local Waffle House became a Huddle House?
Yeah, dude.
I
It
would
was
change
already
my
set up
residency.
exactly how they needed it. I don't know if you know this or
That's-
not. They just changed the font and the colors.
That's not okay.
Interesting.
You got downgraded.
Well, they just moved
Yes.
it.
I mean,
down
no,
the
we went to
road.
the Waffle House. No, we
I
went.
never went to Huddle House. Yuck.
Oh, I did.
Mm-mm. Waffle House is my jam.
That's where I saw Betty. That's where I saw it was either Betty or Becky, the one that I've told the story
Becky.
before. Becky that did the want ad in the paper in the neighboring county and told them anyway, they contacted each other and he was
She was-
supposed to come there that night. She was all done up and I think Samantha wants to leave.
No,
No.
I just have a Waffle House iPhone case. It's a Waffle
It's
House
too
menu.
bright.
Oh yeah.
No, here,
Oh,
just
it's
look
great.
away. Look away.
Oh, look away. What do you
Yep.
mean?
No, hold it up.
Like
Okay.
don't show your eyes.
It's like a whole
Yeah,
thing.
apparent-
Don't show
Okay.
you. Cover your eyes.
Oh.
Like I was
No,
doing
yeah.
earlier, Samantha.
Yeah, because it's picking up on your face.
Instead of the-
There it is.
Oh,
It's
very
a
cool.
menu. I would
Waffle
wonder.
House menu.
You need to cross check those
I love that.
prices.
See if they price match.
Well, no,
All
here's the
right.
problem is you go to a lot of Waffle Houses these days and they
They've
got the
condensed
limited
their
menu
menu.
because of the pandemic. It's absurd.
My brother who lives overseas, their tradition is to, when they fly in, they go to a Waffle House, eat Waffle House. And so we went to the one off of like Donaldson, and they had half of Waffle House shut down. And then they went to, at 9 p.m., went to go orders only.
Oh wow.
So
We had an
Mm.
issue with that at Whiskey Weekend Batch 3 as well.
mm,
Mm.
I've never seen a Georgia boy more mad than Daniel from BS and Bourbon.
mm.
Get all up in there.
Oh,
All right, we're going to cut them loose and we're going to do the drawing portion because they have been really
Yes.
good sports.
Love
so
you,
thank
babe.
you,
You're the
ladies.
All
greatest.
right. You'll have a good night.
Love
Thanks,
y'all.
guys.
Love you. All right, I'm trying to find the invite, Will, for the StreamYard link. Hang on.
I can text it to you.
Yeah, text it to me and it'll come in right now. All right. Babe, hey guys, those that are watching, we're about to do the drawing. I have the updated spreadsheet. I just have to connect into here.
That was a lot of fun.
It was.
They were very good sports.
I think the next time they will blossom, I think is the word I'm looking at.
No, we should have had actual content for them. Like I was saying.
I felt pretty good on the content.
I know you'd think that you did, but and they did great. And our folks really rose to the occasion, and we thank them for that by giving us content. But you gotta have structure, man. You gotta produce it out.
Right. Oh,
How many slots we got?
Shoot. Hang on a second. There we go. We have 299 slots. And then I am going to, oh wait, it's not sharing my whole window. course. I'm going to have to. All right, please hold.
Everyone in the chat, give a thumbs up for Samantha and Lauren.
Ooh, yes.
For joining us tonight. We had a lot of fun. They were really good sports. And that's not, I mean, Reese and I are used to putting ourselves out there, but that is, it's not easy to necessarily just jump on when they're not used to that. So really thankful that they were willing to do that and to have fun with it and to be good sports and to go well over what we told them that they would.
Right. All right. So we have 299 slots. And then I'm just going to keep scrolling up in here. There's Greg Kelly's 100 onslaught, which is 20 entries. I'm going to keep on going here. Dude, there's like, when I'm seeing these names, I'm just remembering the questions they asked.
It was a lot of fun.
It was really good. And then the ones highlighted here are patrons that get an automatic entry. And guys, thank you so much for supporting us on Patreon. It's literally because of you over the past few years that we're able to even remotely on a high quality basis bring you content in our homes. So we appreciate that. And also thank you so much for the super chats tonight. You guys are amazing. Okay, so I'm going to random.org. And we're just going to do the random number generator. We're going 1 through 299.
You're going to do the five time.
So I'm going to go. I'm going to do. You know what? On the third roll is the winner.
Okay, cool.
The third roll is the winner. And so this is 1. Here comes number 2. And the next number is the winner. 96. Ooh, that's going to be a patron. Will. Who do you think it's going to be? I don't know. I don't want to click over it.
No idea. Preston Adcock is my guess.
Oh my gosh, he wins everything. All right,
96.
96. Kind of an established patron because this goes from most recent to longest living. We're going to know this person. Big Jason Reese. I'm not familiar with Jason Reese. He might be in. It actually might not be in that order that I thought.
No, I think it's the other way.
Jason Reese is the winner tonight. Jason, congratulations!
That's awesome.
Congratulations, man. That's awesome. Hey guys, so this is our last giveaway for the month of August. And this is celebrating my birthday. I didn't want to really necessarily brand it as. I mean, I guess we could have. Maybe next week.
No, you tried to. It's all about
the birthday, of course. Well, I mean, I mentioned it a few times. But
you did nothing for my birthday in January.
I think it would be fun to have, a giveaway maybe once every couple of months or something like that.
Yeah,
so
no, I agree.
I think it's super fun. Again, it just really helps us continuing to supporting the channel so that we can do some additionally fun stuff and eventually get to 70,000 subscribers like my wife wants to do. So anyway, thank you, Jason Reese, for being a patron. And for those that are watching that aren't patrons, you can easily do that at patreon.com/thepodcast. And whenever we do these giveaways, you get free entries. You also get first dibs at our barrel picks, our special events that are limited, and additional content. We're going to be doing an additional content piece here pretty soon. We just did. I was a guest on a podcast, and the only way it existed on YouTube was in Patreon. So that was really fun. So we've got some exclusive stuff for you. We highly recommend. We humbly recommend you checking Patreon out. At any level you unlock all the content. It's just different levels as far as stuff that we've got going on as far as swag and stuff like that. But then we also have these town halls that are just really fun. That's how we met Tricia and Leon that we mentioned a few times tonight, as far as being some new friends that we've got. And they're really cool people already. So we can already tell that there are people. A lot of our couples that kind of come in together, they click very fast, like in our like podcaster world. So it's really fun. But anyway, Will, I'm gonna let you finish on this out. I'm gonna unshare this screen. But again, guys, from me and my wife, we thank you so much for tonight and the support that you show us. And we'll be back maybe later this week or next week with an actual real produced by Will show.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for this week on the podcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you want to buy some podcast merch, go to thepodcast.com/store. Support us on Patreon, patreon.com/thepodcast. Rate and review us on any of your podcasts apps, and subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/thepodcast. And we don't know Jack, but we'll drink it.
Guys, thank you so much. This was a blast. We love you all. See you soon.